We are hearing from displaced residents of the Riverview Terrace apartments in Adrian tonight. Now, that's a property, if you don't remember, it was condemned 2 years ago, all because of structural issues. Many of the people living there were put up in the Adrian Inn by the city, but the ones that Michael Sandlin spoke with earlier today say their stay has been anything but comfortable.
There's no place like home, and that's where these 9 displaced Riverview Terrace residents desperately wish they were right now, instead of the Adrian Inn. Who likes staying here?
No one. No one.
Ugh, it's been a rough one.
This is uninhabitable for me.
So how did they end up here? In the weeks following Riverview Terrace being condemned in July of 2022, the city of Adrian put them up here at the Adrian Inn, a former nuisance property they had purchased as a way of providing temporary housing. But only weeks later, city leaders leased the property to Housing Help of Lenawee and established a supportive housing program here. The Riverview Terrace residents say once the switch happened, it brought in a different kind of crowd.
The arguing, the yelling, the drugs, the alcohol, the prostitution still. I mean, come on. There's people here, the older people, that are afraid to come out of their rooms to even sit out in the courtyard.
In fact, according to Adrian police records, officers have been to the Adrian Inn 205 times since last June, responding to everything from suspicious people to overdoses and break-ins. And that's just what's going on outside. The residents tell me inside the apartments, the situation isn't much better.
And in our room, I found like a whole bunch of cockroaches, and we got like molds in our rooms, and the top of the bathroom and the top of the roof is all mold in it. And we try to tell them, about the mold, the leaking in the top of the ceiling. They just keep on saying they're gonna come and fix it, but I've not seen nobody yet.
But there is a light at the end of the tunnel for these people. The management company that owns Riverview Terrace tells me the building could reopen by the end of the month, and families like the Hoyles have already reapplied. But after 2 years in this environment, some are still feeling bitter.
And I'm ashamed to call myself a resident of Adrian.
I reached out to the city to get their side of the story and received this statement, which reads in part, "It was unclear in 2022 that the building would be repaired, and our advice to former residents at the time was to seek other accommodations as expeditiously as possible. We understand that some former residents chose not to do so. Fortunately, those residents may now apply for tenancy at Riverview Terrace again." Reporting in Adrian, I'm Michael Sandlin for WTOL.